Hello everybody, this is Emerald Finch Tarot here for a reading for September for the birth sign of Gemini. Please take with it what resonates with you. If it doesn't, then leave it for the next person. Right, I shall get on with the next reading. I'm going to start off by pulling a moon card and then I'll pull some other cards from other decks. I'll find out what the theme and the story is and then I'll proceed. Okay, the overall theme is a time for healing. Okay, and here we have the Nine of Swords. And we have the Five of Swords. And the card from the Animal Guide Spirit deck. And here we have the Camel. Okay, I'm just going to meditate on these cards for a few seconds just to see what the overall story is. Okay, so Gemini, it's a time for healing. And I think you knew this is a time for healing, even though it doesn't feel like it at the moment. You've been through something quite traumatic, and yes, healing doesn't happen overnight, but the process has just begun, or you're in the midst of this healing process. It can take sometimes it takes months, sometimes it takes years, but the healing process, it will be beautiful in the end, even though it doesn't feel like it at the moment. So with the healing time, just go within. It's okay to shut things or people out. Just ground yourself, do what you've got to do when you want to do. Ground yourself with nature as well. And it's fine to detach from the materialistic world and the busyness. If needs be, dip in and out of the material world and back within yourself. It's all about the upper world and the underworld, and just dipping in and out when you want, but keep moving. It's you don't see it at the moment, but this will be, when you look back in years to come, this was the most beautiful, enlightening, soul growth time of the year. And yes, you have to experience it to actually appreciate it. It will not seem like it at the time, but yes, growing pains hurt, but growth is there for personal development and deeper meaning. And this is a time where don't force anything, just go with the flow, and all will be revealed, Gemini. I feel at the moment your mind is not shutting off. You're feeling the pain, awake at night. You've been hurt. You've been hurt to an extent that has been quite overwhelmingly damaging to your soul. But that's all these situations do, is they damage and they break down your soul, but they don't destroy your spirit. And it's all about that little flame, that spirit that's still alive in you. You've been stripped down the bones emotionally, and now you're putting on the layers of flesh. Bit by bit, you are rebuilding. You're gathering the bones, and you are rebuilding the bones to become a new, stronger person that is going to enable you to do things that you never thought that you would contemplate in your life. When you think about it, a lot of artists, a lot of poets, a lot of musicians, a lot of these creative people they become stronger people through their healing. They don't stay put in that shadow place. They project it into something creative and productive. And yes, all the great artists and all walks of life, they do this through the healing process. So if this card that resonates with you is getting a bit overwhelming, create a project, go for a walk, do something creative. Even if you're not very creative artistic wise, most people have camera phones. Go out and take pictures, select your best pictures, put them on social media, put them on YouTube, put them on Facebook, put them on Instagram, and create your anger, your fear, your frustration, your pain. Put it into just taking beautiful images, even if you don't think they could. Just, yes, this is telling you to get out of this energy. But this is what you're feeling at the moment. But you'll get there. Now, the Five of Swords, Gemini. This is saying that there's been a battle and someone has walked away with swords in the air, and you feel as if you've lost the battle, and somebody else has gone off quite happy and cheery, and they don't give a damn, basically. Let them live their life. Let them, firm believer in karma. Just look at it as a blessing in disguise, that if you stayed with this person, what kind of life would you have had? It's a blessing in disguise. They're enabling you to become a stronger person on this earth, and let them go off and do what they've got to do. It's if they come back, they come back, but will you have them back? Not if they're causing you this much pain. If somebody loves you, they don't cause you this much pain. It's no. True twin flame love should actually be peaceful and relaxing, and if they do go off, then they shouldn't cause you pain. That's what twin flames do. If someone goes off and causes you pain, it was not meant to be. It's the universe's way of actually protecting you. It's but yeah, don't feel regretful or want to anything mean to happen to them, but just believe that the universe works in mysterious ways, and karma will come back and bite them on the arse one day, and and you won't be there to see it, but who cares? It's your life now. You do what you've got to do. So you're going to be in this energy where you're going to drop these swords and say, sod 'em, forget 'em. I'm going to lift up all my swords now, and I'm going to win my own battles and be my own person through my own soul growth, this healing time. This will not happen overnight, Gemini, but give it a couple of years. I know it seems miles off at the moment, but truly it will actually come to you quicker than you can imagine. And it's the camel energy. The camel's all about being resourceful and independent and knows oneself. This is the energy that you're in at the moment, and you need to kind of stay in for, for a few months or a couple of years, as long as it takes. You need to be independent and get to know oneself, and let people come to you. It's the camel can handle absolutely anything, and as it carries a wealth of nourishment within, it's a wondrous creature. It's self-reliant and handles challenge with ease. You are becoming this person. You are going to become the camel in life. Even when you face excess heat in the future, you're going to be able to search inside for the cool water to calm any situation down. You're becoming self-reliant. You're becoming self-medicating. You're going to be able to manage your own moods, your own anxiety, your own despair in this healing process. You're going to be a magical camel. You're going to know how to deal with it. The camel, the camel is basically the expert in bringing opposites into balance. So when you're feeling down, you're going to be able to dig deep into those water reserves and be able to, lift yourself up by distraction, by getting creative. You're going to know how to do it. Whatever you do, don't sit still on the rock and despair. You're going to have the camel energy that's going to show you how to actually move on from these situations. The camel is a wonderful traveller too, and especially is fond of trips to faraway lands. So maybe you're thinking of just having a break, getting away somewhere, just to forget it, experience a different culture, experience the world as a bigger, wider world, and not stuck in your own world, in your own town. It's when there's a bigger world out there, you see the bigger picture, and this person who did this to you, they become just a tiny speck in this big world. It's all about opening your eyes, opening your vision to the bigger, wider world and experiences out there. So When the camel is in balance, they're calm, content, with a sparkle in their eye. And when they're out of balance, they're dehydrated and they lack vitality. Now, excuse me, to bring into balance, you need to go on a pilgrimage. So maybe you're thinking of just travelling away and meeting people that you never met before, or maybe you're just going to go on a pilgrimage on your own, and whoever you bump into, you bump into. It's time on your own at the moment. Excuse me, glass of water. This is quite a heavy reading actually. It's made my throat quite dry. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a couple of cards from this deck just to clarify the Nine of Swords and the Five of Swords. Here we have the Page of Wands. And here we have the Three of Pentacles. Right, so what I'm finding with these cards are the Page of Wands. It's almost about, she's in a garden, she's got these magical orbs kind of popping up around her. She's protected, you are protected. While you're in this solitude moment, you are protected by these magical orbs in the garden, and you look closed off, and you look deep within yourself. But the Page of Wands, it's a young energy to actually go out and see the world, experience new things with a new light, a new energy. And it's you have this gaze, this stare in your eyes, where anybody coming towards you now, offering, any kind of offering, you're going to be kind, but your heart is closed off. It's protective, not in an unkind way, but it's in a way where you are healing. You are actually becoming. You're getting to know your real self, and you are projecting this aura of beauty that is going to be attractive to people, and you'll be friendly, but you will have so many boundaries that you will just say no while you're going through this healing process. You're not doom and gloom. It's this aura of beauty, and the orbs that are around you are just magically guiding you through this forest to beautiful things to come. The Three of Pentacles. Again, we're protected by orbs. When we're in our shadow side, we will look out of the window to the moonlight, and we will feel that we are protected by the universe. And it's the balance between light and dark, the upper world and the underworld, and it's a healing process, but it's a beautiful healing process, because the Wands and the Pentacles are abundance will come back to you. It's all about getting the balance right, and you will learn so much about yourself when you're going through this stage. It won't feel like it at the time, it'll just feel like you're sleepwalking, but when you come out the other end, it won't happen overnight. You will just feel it, that you have this energy, this beautiful energy that lifts you to a higher level of being. I feel you're going on a spiritual journey, Gemini. You're in the early stages of a spiritual journey, and it's beautiful. Right, I'm just going to pull a card from the Universe Has Your deck back, just to wrap up the reading. And here we have the universe has your back. Exactly. Trust the process. This heartbreak is a gift. You don't see it at the moment, but you will. It's a couple of years down the line, you will see what this all meant. You can't explain, you can't describe it, but only special, strong people actually get to experience this process. The universe only gives it to people who can deal with it, and you can deal with it, Gemini. It's yes, absolutely beautiful reading. I'll be interested to see what your other readings are for other months, and we'll keep track of the journey that you are having. And but yes, please let me know in the comments if this resonates with you, and yeah, get out and take those photographs on the phone. Get creative. You don't have to put too much effort into things, because obviously you won't be feeling like you want to put too much effort into things at the moment. But get out, walk, take pictures, and just upload them. And it's yeah, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Well, my dear Geminis, thank you so much for listening to this reading. Do take care, and if this resonates with you, please like, share, subscribe, and if it doesn't, then just leave it for the next person. And I hope to hear from you again next month. So do all take care. Love you all. Bye now.